Good morning and welcome to Body Positive Conditioning with me, Amelia. Great to see you this morning. And we'll get started in just a minute. What I'd like for you to do is get some music loaded up. First of all, some chill music, some music that helps you relax. And then I'd like for you to also put together some music. Just grab a playlist that gets you up and moving and something fun to dance to or move to. The movement we're going to be doing today is entirely up to you. I'll give you some ideas, but you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can move how you want to move. I will give you some chair options as well. Um, and so that's the plan for today. So maybe get yourself a chair. If you feel like you'll need extra balance, if you're already seated in a chair, awesome. If you want to grab a couple of light weights, I've got like 5 pounders and 8 pounders that we'll go through a little bit with to work on those arms. But weights are not required. And then also please get yourself a pen or something to write with and something to write on. And we'll get started with focusing on whatever it is about our bodies that, we look in the mirror and it causes the opposite of a body positive reaction, right? Like, we all have our things. And it may be vanity. We may shame ourselves. We might be like, well, why do I care? I have this, that, and the other thing. It's okay, in my opinion, to have issues with your body positivity and not shame yourself for doing so. We're held to a really high standard here, of like, are you fit? Especially as you age. But even when you're younger, it's like, why are you not fit? Because you're young. And kids can be really mean to each other. So this is an all age thing. And what I want you to focus on right now is taking whatever that negative body thought is, and I want you to think of something that you can put in place of that, recondition your brain. When you look at, say, for me, my arms in the mirror, right? Instead of being like, man, I see pictures where I'm like, oh my God, my arms are so wide. They kind of are, but they're also really strong. And I'm also working on toning them. So, when I start to look in the mirror, if I look in the mirror, see a picture, and I'm like, oh, my arms, right? I'm like, all right, well, actually, you know what, though? Like, they're really strong. I'm working on making them more defined. Maybe it's your tummy. Maybe, it's your butt, your legs. Uh, Maybe you feel your face is aging, and that's a hard one because you can't like really necessarily exercise that away, but you can be grateful for the wisdom you've gained over the years. And so it's not necessarily something we can change, but it may be something that we're either working on, or at least we can change the way we think about it. And I'd like us to start there. So that way, as you move through your fitness journey, you don't knock yourself down. You want to start building positive self thought. Not easy. Probably the hardest workout ever. So that's where we're going to start today. Go ahead, get yourself seated and start to write down write down a thought or two, and and then we'll take it from there. If you're just joining us, we're just having a seat thinking about contains some of that negative body talk into a positive. We'll start. Oh boy, let me turn this so you can see me. Start out something that bugs you, something you say about yourself that's negative. And then when you got that written down, if you want to write it down, you don't have to. But if you have it written down, what I'd like for you to do is just scribble it out. Scribble it out. It's done. If you want, you can burn it, but maybe wait till after class. Do so in a safe area. Don't cause a fire. I don't want to be held liable for arson. So once you've got that scratched out, what's something you can think instead? How can we retrain our brain? How can we recondition our thoughts, our reflexive thoughts, when we see ourselves in the mirror, in a photo, whatever that thought is, let's think of something else to think instead. So if it's a body part, be grateful for that body part, for the strength it gives you, for getting you through the day. Maybe it's something you're working on, so you're living in the solution. You know, it's totally personal to you. So I don't want to give too many examples of myself to mislead you. I don't need you to take on my own insecurities. So I want you to just focus on you and what it is that you can do for yourself from now on. When you look in that mirror, if it's got to be a mantra for the whole body, right? If you don't want to pick one body part and you just want like a, damn, you look sexy today. Every time you look in the mirror, every time you see a picture, right? Just even if you feel silly, change it. Change it to something positive. I realize I'm saying the same thing over and over again in different words, but I just want to give you all the permission to love yourself as you are today. And then we'll move forward with some body movement and feeling good, listening to some fun music. I'm going to have, I'll let you guys take some time to think on your positive thought. I'll talk about the music in a little bit. Once you've got that, let's take a moment to meditate on it. Close down your eyes. Pull up through that pelvic floor, tuck that belly button, and roll the shoulders down and back. Sit up nice and tall, strong. Repeat the thought to yourself. Maybe envision looking in a mirror, repeating this body positive statement to yourself. Okay. When you're ready, stand up. The music that I'm going to have rocking here is open source. So it's interesting and also okay for me to post this on YouTube and all the other places. So that's what I'm going to do today. So if you're liking what you're hearing, you can check out freemusicarchive.org. And if you don't like what you're hearing, find something you like and put it on now. I don't even know if you guys can really hear my music, to be totally honest. All right. All right. Start moving with me. Just step touch if you are seated. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why the camera seems to be different every time I use it. If you've got a seat going, fantastic. You want one near you, have it near you. So I don't cut off my head, I'll just tilt this up a little bit here. I just want you to try to be able to see my feet at least a little bit here. So we're just step touching, rolling those shoulders down and back. You're seated, roll those shoulders down and back. Maybe you step touch your legs together while you are seated. Inhale, arms up, keep that step going. Exhale, elbows back, open up that chest. Exhale, bring those arms together. Give yourself a big hug, chin to chest. Nice big inhale here. Inhale those arms up again for me. Exhale, elbows back. Maybe go a little farther this time, chin up. Inhale, bring those arms together. Pull the shoulders down and back with the hands, chin to chest. Maybe look a little left, look a little right. Ooh, yeah. Stretching out the neck. Let's roll it out. Start to make your movements a little bigger here. We're going to push those arms out. Bring it in. Out. Bring it in. Bend those knees a little, get a little low. Get a little low. For the seated folks, you just can step touch like this, okay? So that's all I want from you. And guess what? You don't want to do this? Move the way you want to move today. I don't really care. I'll try to get those elbows up and alongside with those shoulders so you can really get opening in the chest and upper back. Yeah. Right? We're just celebrating our body and what we can move today. I'm going to use my phone for a timer, a little off schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and assume we've got about maybe another minute of just movement. Roll it out. So it might not be exact today. My normal stopwatch wasn't working. I always have some kind of technical difficulty when I record a class. Probably has a lot to do with my lack of planning. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, arms down. Beautiful. Grab those weights. I'm going to go for about 5-pounders right now. You can go for whatever you want. We're going to tuck that tail, belly button in, bend those knees, bicep curls. Just working on those biceps. Big muscle groups. You can go heavier here if you want. I think maybe you keep going. I just got to get my music to behave itself. Okay, there it goes. All right, keep the biceps moving. Get a little deeper, tuck that tail. For those of you that are seated, pretty straightforward here, but I do want you to try to get a full range of motion if possible. Go down along the sides of the chair. If that's not working for you because of the chair, just do little pulses like this, all right? Still getting into that muscle group. Oh, yeah. 1 minute of this stuff. Enjoy. I'm going to wipe off the camera if I can find something to wipe it off with. Awesome. All right, put those weights down. Here we go. 2 minutes for me. Let's start to pick up the pace. Now, the step touch is still fine, but if you want to start to add a little hop, go for it. Bring in those arms. I always like to think whenever I'm hopping or doing anything that I have in the arms. I like to think, am I bringing something in? What am I bringing in? Happiness, body positivity, calorie burning, right? A little faster, come forward. What are we pushing away? We're going to push away negativity. We're going to push away feeling fat, or feeling unattractive, or feeling old, or too skinny. We push all that away. We're perfect just as we are today. Keep going. Come to the front. Pull in. If you're seated, pull it in. You want to get those knees up a little higher. Great. What are we pushing away? Push. Push. Just get those feet up and going. Belly button to spine while you're seated. I want you using your core to lift those legs, crunch, versus using your hip flexors. They're usually pretty tight already for most people. So I want you to try to avoid over tightening them and feeling worse after the workout instead of better. Woo, yeah. Push in. BS away. Goodness for me. Simple and silly, and I don't care. We're burning calories, we're having a little fun, we're listening to some weird free source music by some artist that's just trying to get their stuff out there like I'm trying to do. Working together. Woo! Push away. We're almost there. Down low. Celebrate our bodies. Celebrate what they're capable of. Woo! You keep going. Check our timer here. Perfect. Grab those weights. We're going to add in triceps now. So, duck down, butt back, tail tucked, belly button in, knees behind the toes, fly back. Seated, may not be able to do this because of the chair you're in, may block you. So what I'd like for you to do is come up, bring the weights together, like you're scratching your back. The back scratcher here. Come back behind the head. Belly button in. Here you go. Woo! You want to get some leg work in. Squeeze those knees together. Maybe lift the toes off the floor. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Full body here. Woo! Yeah. Go for it. Almost there. 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. We're going to get into some more movement here. I'd like for you to start a little jog, if you would like to, or a little dance. All right. So, if you're like, no, today I'm stuck touching Amelia. Today I'm just dancing it out. You do you. And I'll mix it up just to give some of you, I know in the morning it's like, what am I doing? I need someone to tell me what I'm supposed to do. So that's what I'm here for. Go ahead, bring those knees up high. We're going to get a little higher with them each time. Or over time, I should say. Keep those arms strong when you're slicing through water. Come to the front. You want to push some bad stuff. Huh? Bring it in. Ooh, where's the rest of my hands? There it is. You got it. Push left, right. Seated people. You tapping those feet. Do what you can with those arms. Looks like we're working on a little bass drum skills, which I have been working on. They are not that great. Woo, you won't see any video of that for a while. Go ahead. Oh, that's good. It's a good workout. But again, keeping my core strong. Try to use my quads to lift, squeezing right here, belly button in. So not just yanking on these tendons here. Oh my God. All right. If you want to go for it, if you're like, I need to move, Amelia, get those knees up high. Woo. Oh Yeah, proud of you. Push to the front, bring it in, up to the back, and those weights. Okay. Go ahead, bring in shoulders now. I'll stand forward to give you a better idea. So shoulders, elbows, about shoulder height, coming down, belly button in, tail tucked. Ooh. Try to keep the arms behind the head. Ooh, if you want to work those legs, squat it down. This is a hard muscle group for me. I always feel like my shoulders are a little weaker. Woo! Struggle. Chin down, roll the shoulders down and back. 2, 1. Beautiful. Wow. Crapola. All right. We're almost there. We've got a few more. All right. Jog it out. High knees coming to the front. Pushing today. Let's push a little harder. Knees up. Come back. When we come forward, we're going to butt kicks forward. High knees back. What do you want to do with your arms? Whatever you want. For seated folks, go ahead. You can jog at high knees. Butt kicks are different when you're in a seat like this. So you can lean forward, not too far, but you can start to kind of pedal those feet underneath you, squeezing those hamstrings. Ooh. If you don't have a chair like this and you're just like, I can't kick, you can just lean back a little bit and try to squeeze those hamstrings by just lifting that leg, bringing the calf to the hamstring. That's going to look different for everybody based on your flexibility and body type. But you should feel a little squeeze. And then if you want to add little arms just to keep the full body momentum going, go for it. Woo! That's not easy. Even the coordination part is my brain going, I don't know. 2, 1. Amazing. We're almost there. I think we've got a couple more seconds. So keep going with that little bit of cardio. You need to switch it up. Do what you need to do. Again, we're here celebrating our bodies. Yes, we're burning calories. That's great. You can do that all the rest of the week, though. Here, I'd like us to do is celebrate what our bodies are capable of. Maybe clear some energy out, move some stuck energy, tightness, whatever you're holding on to. We want to just shake it up and let it go today during this body positive conditioning. I don't care if everything's bouncing all around, right? It almost doesn't hurt. Shake it out, let it go. Folks like myself that have been overweight their whole lives and get very used to sucking in our tummy, trying to look thinner and thinner. Even thin women and men too do that. It's good to support your spine with your core. However, sometimes we find that we're holding on our necks and in our backs, and it's actually doing more damage than good. So just jumping and shaking it out. I say in my booty yoga classes that this is like, think of the Peanuts characters, just kind of shaking it out, right? Whatever. My ego died a long time ago. I don't care what I look like at the moment. So beautiful. I think we're about that time. Let's get the weights. Yes. So let's do the full trifecta here. This can be a little tough for the coordination department too. So we're going to come back and then up. So tries, bis, shoulders, then whoop, chest. Tries, bis, shoulders, chest. Seated, you probably get my drift here, but tries, thighs, shoulders, chest, right? If you can't get the kickback going here, you can come low, come high, come back, out, right? So that way you're not getting, you may not be getting as much a range of motion, but you are at least still working all of the same muscle groups. Okay? Tries, thighs, shoulders, chest. Tries, thighs, shoulders, chest. If you want to do a little step touch while you do this, go for it, but don't lose form. Ooh, yeah. This is me toning those arms. My big old arms. Maybe one day we'll actually get a visible muscle in there. If not, they are strong. They are effective. Get to hug all of my little fur babies with them. Hug those I love with them. All right. Amazing. One more little round here. We're going to do a little bit of cardio still. Let's just do some jacks. Getting the outside, the abductors, adductors of those legs. The arms, you can do the same thing. Do a little circle or come up. Don't fling the arms up though. Find a little resistance. Push through it, pull through it. Seated, my lovely seateds. Woo! Find that crisscross with your feet here. Squeeze in, squeeze here to pull out. You don't have to cross if you want, but you can try. Add a little bit to it. You got it. You know what you're doing. Whatever. You don't need me here, but sometimes it's helpful, right? Just to have someone talking you on, pushing you on, hopefully giving you a little inspiration with my goofy self. Woo, belly button in. Nice. So grateful you joined me today. Woo! Just one of my, keep going guys. It's one of my passions is to just help people of all ages, all body types, feel good about themselves, feel beautiful in your body. And it also helps me feel better about mine. So thank you for coming here and just doing this with me, working through this with me. Woo! 3, 2, 1, amazing. Inhale. Exhale those arms back. Let's go back to the beginning. Step, touch, roll the shoulders. Find that movement, that relaxation, the loosening, the cracking and popping. Shouldn't be painful. Should be a nice release. Inhale those arms up. Exhale those back. Chin up nice and high. Inhale as you exhale. Bring those arms around. Hug yourself. Pull the shoulders down just a little bit. Breathe. Inhale. Fill up the lungs. Exhale. Belly button in. Empty the lungs. Amazing. Get a little stretch in those legs. Maybe you have left foot forward, right foot back. Try to get that heel down. Maybe bend the leg in the front. Getting a nice stretch in the calf. Come forward if you want. Go onto those toes. Get a nice stretch in the toes. Oh yeah, that's hold a lot of tension in my big toe. Bring that back again. Push forward, getting a stretch a little bit here in those hammies, or rather in the hip flexor. This is a tough one to incorporate into the seated position. Go ahead, switch legs. But there is a way. So what I would like for you to do if you are seated is bring, if you can, I'm trying to move just a little. You can find yourself near the wall. That can be helpful. And then just put your feet up against the wall and lean forward. Ooh, yeah, you'll feel that. And then if you can reach for that toe, gently pull the toe back. If you can't reach for your toe, get a towel, get a shirt, anything. And just gently pull with that and get that distance, get a little bit of that. You should feel a nice stretch through the Achilles, through the hamstrings. The hip flexor is one of those that you really kind of need to lean back for. So you can try leaning back. Woo! If you can stand up though, I recommend just leaning against a wall and getting that push back. But I mean, you can kind of do that. Don't worry about your balance or falling. Inhaling real big. Exhale, elbows back. Grip the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders down. Chin up. And now forward fold. Again, if you can't get your fingers to reach each other, hold the towel and just do this with a towel. Or a yoga strap if you want to be fancy about it. Roll the shoulders down and back. One last thing, I'd like for us to get into those quads if possible. So find something to hold for balance if needed. You can do it on your own. Pull up through that pelvic floor, belly button in either way. Work on that balance, squeeze the glute, lean forward, bring it on in. Amazing. Grab the other one. You may have better balance on one side than the other. Oh boy. Amazing. So proud of you. So friggin' proud of you. And if nobody else tells you this today, damn, you look sexy today. All right. One last little thing before we go today. I'd like for you to have a seat. Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to get our tunes to something a little more mellow for us to chill out to. And I would like for you to rethink what was that positive thought you were planning to use instead of your negative thought. Do you remember it? Roll those shoulders down and back. Don't forget, release, relax. Inhale, let that belly fall. Ooh, big Buddha belly, let it come out. Nice big inhale, let it fall. Beautiful. Chin to chest. Nice C curve in that back. Hold that positive thought in your mind. Just take some time, close down those eyes, repeat it to yourself. Just remember how wonderful you are. Everybody's struggling. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. I know the feeling. Some are having it harder than others. And holding that compassion can be challenging when you're struggling to have compassion for yourself. So that's why we're here today, to remember the things we're fortunate, the fortunate things we have in our life, and try to retrain our brain to think more positively, primarily today in this class, about our body, our physical appearance. our strength and accepting our weaknesses. Take a nice big inhale. Let it out. Let those shoulders come down and back. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Amelia. This is my little creation, body positive conditioning, retraining the brain to think positively about ourselves while we work on ourselves. And I hope you have a wonderful week. I look forward to posting another class for you next Friday. And you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Body Positive Conditioning if you'd like to join live. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me.